Hi, this is Scott Marshman with eCabinets Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to continue with the time tracking application that we're creating using Excel. In the last video, part 3, we got our application set up so that when we open the workbook or the application, it would automatically launch our user form, and we also added a toolbar and set that so that it would automatically resize for us. Today we're going to be making some icons for our toolbar. So let's go ahead and open up that file. And the file that you're going to be wanting to open is Scott's Time Tracker 1 Part 3 underscore 1 there. And you can download that file. Just click on the link in this video's description. Download the file and come back and follow along from here. So let's go ahead and click on that and open it up. And it brought up our user form. Here's our toolbar that we added. Now what I want to do today is I want to add some icons up here so that we can restore down our user form here that will allow us to go into Excel and work with it. As you can see right now, we can't select anything in the worksheet, okay? And this user form is quite large, so we would have to move it all the way down to here to get to our worksheet tabs and all that. So what I want to do is a couple of things. First off, I want to make it so that even if this is up full screen or whatever we might have it up to, we could still work in Excel there or any other program really. So let's go ahead and do that. Close my user form there. I'm going to click on my developer tab right here, and I'm going to go to view code. Okay, and I want to double click on my form time track right here. It brings up my user form. I can right click inside the user form anywhere and go to properties. And what I'm looking for is show model. Okay, so scroll down till you see over here show model. Right here, show model. If you select that, right now it's set to true. We need to set that to false. Okay, and now when I launch my user form, I'll be able to access Excel or any other program and work with that while this user form is still up. So let's select inside the user form there and run it. When you see it's maximized, but now we can come in here and we can work inside our worksheet. We can even come up here and we can select a different tab or whatever we want to and do whatever we need to. But this user form is still quite large. We want to be able to minimize it down, just like if you were to just click the restore down button right here and restore it down and all that kind of good stuff. But before we do that, we need an icon. And you can see right here, you see these icons, we want to make something similar to that. Now you can go on search Google Images and find different icons and use those, but today we're going to be making our own, and I'm going to be using Word, and I'm also going to be using a program called GIMP. Okay, and GIMP is a photo editing software. It's a free software that allows you to do a lot of different stuff with your photos. I'll post a link to the download to GIMP in this video's description. If you download the newest version, you'll have GIMP 8, okay? Now, if you have any problems with that version, doing what I'm doing here, just let me know. Post it in the comment section below, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. What I want to do first, though, is I want to go into Word, because we need to make our shapes here. I want a shape similar to this, okay? So I'm in Word, and what I want to use is an actual shape. So I'm going to go to Insert and Shapes. Okay, and just click a rectangle here, and I can come in here and I can click and I can drag this. Now I want kind of a rectangle. I don't necessarily want a perfect square. Now I want to make this fairly large just so we can see it real good. And if you notice that the background is blue and we got a blue border, so we want to change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Shape Fill, and we're going to select No Fill. Okay, now we need to change the border. Okay, so we want to go to Format, and we want to go to Shape Outline here, and we just want a black outline, okay? And we can click on shape outline again, and we click this drop down. Let's see, we come down here to weight. Right now it's 1 point, and I'm going to keep it at that, but you can play with the different weights here, whatever looks the best for you. But there's that shape. Okay, what I want to do is I want to make one more, so I'm going to right click on that and click copy. Okay, and then I can just right click and I want to select you and paste. I want to keep the source formatting. Okay, now what I want to do is just move this over. Actually, let's move them both over here. Let's move this one like over here, and I want kind of the same effect, so I'm going to move this one down and kind of something like maybe like that. Now the next thing I want to do is add a thicker top here so that it kind of looks like it's got a header up there or something. So I want to click my shape again, insert shapes, and select another rectangle, and I'm just going to drag this one on here, and I'm going to change the fill to that, to black, and the outline to black also. And now I can resize this, so I'm going to put it right in here like that, and I want it just a little bit smaller, maybe something like, well, it won't let me go no smaller, so we're going to keep that. Go all the way to there. Let's see what we can do here. This is 3.55 points. Okay, let's just make this 2 points. And enter. That looks good. And I can copy this and paste it. Keep the source formatting and move that one right here. Okay, so we're going to put you right there. And that looks pretty good. Now, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and scale these. But before I do that, I want to group them. So I'm going to select each one of these shapes, hold down my shift key, and select each one of these shapes, okay? Make sure I got them all selected. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to come over here to group and click group. Now they're all one shape. Now we can scale these down. Now I want to keep them rectangular. So let's come over here to format, and right now we've got it's 19.9 by 31.65. I want to change that. So I'm going to click on this icon right here. And what I want to do is I want to lock the aspect ratio. If I don't lock the aspect ratio and I change it to, say, for example, 16 pixels by 16 pixels, it's going to make all these shapes 16 by 16. And that's not what I want. I'm going to click on right here. This is the actually, let's go. This is the width. That's the height. So we don't want it any higher than 16. So let's go 16 and enter. And right now it's 16.25. Let's change that. Let's go to 16 wide and let the height be whatever it needs to be, since the height is smaller already. And hit enter. And you can see that it resized it, and now we're at 10.5 by 16, and that's good. That's what I want right there. Now the next thing I need to do is somehow or another get this into GIMP. Now this is an object or a shape inside of Word, but we can't necessarily save this as a picture, okay, like a JPG image or a GIF image or anything like that. What we can do though is we can save it as a PDF document. So I'm going to go File, and Save As, and I don't want to save it as a Word document. I want to save it as a PDF document, okay? This will allow us to we can import PDF documents into GIMP, okay? So I'm just going to name this Restore Now, store down, and I've already got that saved, so that's a Word document right there. It's a PDF. Store down Word doc PDF. Make sure I save it as that. Click Save. Say it already exists. Do I want to overwrite? Yes, I'll overwrite it. Okay, now I can minus down out of this and open up GIMP. It shows a preview of the PDF file, and that's the image there. Okay, so let's just close out of that and let's open up GIMP. Okay, now we got GIMP open. What we want to do is open that PDF file. So I'm going to go File, Open, okay, and come down here and see if I can find my PDF file. I want to, right down here, now it's saying all images. I can come down here and I can select PDF, and when I find my folder that it's in, it should only list all the PDF files in that folder. And right now, here's my Word document PDF right there. I'm going to click on Open, and now it's asking me to import it. So I'm going to go ahead and import it, and there it is. It's right there. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is crop that image. So I'm going to go right here under Image. I'm going to select Auto Crop Image. And you can see that it cropped it to the size of that image. Now I can hold down my Control key and I can zoom in and see this. Now the next thing we need to do is get rid of this white background here, okay? So I'm going to go to Layer and Transparency, and I want to add an alpha channel. And what that's going to do is add a new transparent layer to our photo here, okay, to our file. And basically what it is a transparent background with this on top of it. So what we need to do now is get rid of this white background. So we'll come over here to my color picker tool. It's just three squares stacked on top of each other with the orange finger pointing to it. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click this white background, and you can see it highlights everything that's white. Okay, now the only thing I need to do is hit delete. Okay, and it got rid of the background. You see this checkerboard background? That's telling me that it is transparent. Now the next thing I need to do is save this. Okay, so I'm going to go File, Save As. Now I'm going to be saving it as a GIF file. You can try icon. I believe JPGs will work inside Excel user forms. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it, but they say icon files will work. But whenever you're exporting this as a GIF file in GIMP, it's going to prompt you to convert it to grayscale. Since we're using black and white, it's not going to matter. But if you were using color, you would probably want to go the icon route. If you want to do it as an icon, you can come down here and you can select under all images, and they've got an ICO format. You would select that. Let's see. Well, if you can't find it, you can always type it in. So we're going to come right here, and after dot PDF and all that right here, we're going to say dot ICO. Okay, and now it's going to save it in that same folder as an icon image. So if I click on Save, it brings up this dialog. It says Save as Windows icon. And what you want to do is you do not want to select compressed ping, because you cannot put a ping image on a user form in Excel. But you do want to select this drop down and pick the biggest one right here, 32 BPP 8-bit alpha, no palette. Okay, select that. Make sure you do not have compressed ping selected, and when you click Save, it's going to save it. Okay, now we can come down here and we can preview that by finding our file. And this is an icon file. So if I right click on that and go to preview, we can see our icon file right here, and that's exactly what we want. But I'm going to go ahead and go back into GIMP, and I want to save this as a GIF files because I know that works really well. So I go File, Save As, okay, and instead of .ico, I'm going to go .gif, okay, and I've already got that saved one time, so it's going to prompt me to override it. I'm going to go ahead and replace that. Okay. Now it's telling me that it says your image should be exported before it can be saved as a GIF for the following reasons. GIF plugin can only handle grayscale or index images. So I'm going to go ahead and convert this to grayscale. Click on export and go ahead and click on save. And now we can open up that file. So there's our GIF image, and that looks really good. So let's go ahead and put that in our user form. I want to get down out of all this, and I'm through with you, so I'm going to X out of all this and come back into Excel here. And what I want to do is I want to get on my user form, one time track right here, okay, and what I want to do is I want to insert an image, okay, so I'm going to come up here to my toolbox and open up my toolbox, and I'm going to select this icon right here, image, okay, and I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to set the size that I want it, okay, now I want to make sure that I don't add another one, so I'm going to bring up my toolbox and I'm going to click on my select arrow there. I'm going to right click, so I'm going to go to properties here, and this is the name. I'm going to go ahead and change this to restore down, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and set the size. Right now the height is 24, I want it to be 18 by 18, so set the height to 18, and I'm going to set the width to 18, so 18, and enter. Now I can get my picture in here, so what I need to do is come down here to and find picture, okay, right here is picture. Right now it says none, so when I select this it brings up, you click on this icon right here with the three dots on it, and it allows you to open up your picture there. This is an icon, and this should be a GIF image. It should be basically the same thing. Let's see what the icon file does. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to open it. Okay, now we want to make sure that the file is in the center. Okay, so it says picture alignment center. That's what I want. Now if I X out of this, we see that we got the icon file in there, but it does not look good at all. So let's run our user form and see what happens. So let's reset, click right here and run. That does not look good. I don't like that. So let's go back to the GIF. Click on cancel. To click down. Let's get back into developer. Decode. Go into our user form. And let's right click, go to properties, and let's put the GIF image in here and see what that does. This should be a GIF. Click on open. Everything should be the same. So yeah, that's a bitmap, so we're good to go there. Alright, now you can see that looks a lot better. Okay, so let's reset our user form. Reset and run that. So I'm going to run it. And there it is right there. But we got a border around it. I'm going to take that border off. Get back into developer here. or down here, get into it, right here, either way. I'm going to double click, I'm going to right click, go to properties, and under on border here, I want to get rid of the border. So border style is equals single. If you want to keep the border, that's perfectly fine, but I'm going to say none. Okay, and put, so we're good to go. So it got rid of the border. Now the next thing I want to do is I want this to be all the way to the very left of our toolbar up here, just like these are. Okay, so I'm going to go into my initialize event. So right click on my user form, go to view code, and that brings me into the initialize event. So what I want to do now is I want to tell that image to be to the furthest point to our toolbar to the right there. Now we can't say like dot right or dot left and all that kind of stuff. We can say dot left, but we can't say dot right. So I'm going to say dot restore down, double click on that, dot left, click on that, and let's say equals dot frame toolbar dot width. Okay, double click that, and we'll say minus dot restore down dot width. And then unless I got something backwards, it should put that all the way to the very right hand side of our toolbar there. So let's go ahead and double click on our uniform and run that. So I'm going to hit my reset button and run my uniform. And you can see that it's all the way over here. Now if you need to adjust that, you can say dot width minus 2, 3, 4, ever how many pixels you want, but that's basically what I'm after right there. But another thing is I want this to be all the way to the top. So let's go back in there and take care of that. I want to go back into my developer here and get back into our user form. And I can do a couple of ways. I can put it into code if I want to, or I can go to properties, okay, and find top here. There's the height, there's the left. Right here at the top, right now is 6, so let's set that to be 0 and enter and run our user form and see how that looks. So let's see what happens. I'm going to reset and run, and that looks good, guys. Now another thing I want to do, if you notice when you hover over these restore down and all that, it changes colors. Well, we could do the same thing, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. That's what we're going to be doing in the next video, as well as we're going to be programming this button so that when we click on it, it will restore the user form down, okay, to whatever we want it to be. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. And that being said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you can get all my latest tips and tricks. As always, thank you for watching and have a good day.